Now in class 12th, I am taking the induced EMF in a coil suspended in the magnetic field, uniform magnetic field. Induced EMF in a coil rotating in uniform magnetic field. Magnetic field, and this is simply the principle of electric generator. Electric generator oblique dynamo. Let this is a coil. This is the axis about which this is rotating. This is the magnetic field. This is now B, the magnetic field. This is now coil PQRS, PQRS, and let it has the number of turns to be N, and it has the surface area A. Let at any moment, this is making an angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field. And we know that when the coil is suspended in the magnetic field, then there is the magnetic flux linked with the coil. When this coil is rotated, then there is a change in the magnetic flux linked with the coil. According to Faraday law, there will be the induced EMF in the coil. So magnetic flux. Magnetic flux. This phi is equal to B A N cos omega t. This we know the formula. Here this theta will be this omega t. So in place of cos theta, theta we can write down this omega t. When coil is rotated in magnetic field, the magnetic flux linked with coil, changes. So according to Faraday's law, according to Faraday's law, there will be induced EMF in coil, and this induced EMF this E is equal to minus d phi upon dt. So this E is equal to minus d upon dt, and phi is equal to B A N cos omega t. So this is equal to B A N omega, and this is sin omega t. This is equal to E. Now you can see from here that if this omega t is equal to pi by 2, if omega t is equal to pi by 2 radian, then E is equal to B A N omega, and this is now E naught, the maximum EMF. So we can write here this, therefore this E is equal to E naught sin omega t. Now E naught is the peak value of the induced EMF. Maximum EMF means this is the peak value. The peak value of induced EMF E naught, this is equal to B A N omega, and you can see that this peak value depends upon the four factors: the magnetic field, area, number of turns, and the angular velocity. This E is the instantaneous induced EMF. Thus, E naught peak value depends upon what? It has the number 4 factors. This E naught proportional to B. Second, E naught proportional to A. And third, E naught proportional to M. And now fourth, this E naught proportional to omega, the angular velocity. So if angular velocity changes, then this E naught will change. And here this E is the instantaneous induced EMF. Instantaneous EMF. This E is equal to E naught sin omega t. And since this is the from the sin is coming here, so this is called the sinusoidal EMF. It is also called sinusoidal EMF. So if we suppose R is the resistance of the coil, then we can find the induced current. Induced. The peak value never becomes 0 because here we have no term this 0, and this E may be 0. E may be 0. Induced current, this I equal to E upon R. E upon R. So this I is equal to E naught sin omega t upon R. So this I equal to I naught sin omega t, where I naught is equal to E naught upon R. This is called the peak current, peak value of the current. Now this I naught, this is now peak value of the current, and you can see that for this omega t, now for omega t, this we take I here, this is now suppose your E and this is now suppose your I, then we can have different values. This is now suppose 0 degree, then this is 0, this is 0, and when this is pi by 2, then this is now equal to E naught, this is now your I naught. When this is now pi, then this is 0 and this is now 0, and when this is now 3 pi by 2, then this is now minus E naught, this is now minus I naught, and when this is now your 2 pi, then this is again 0 and 0. So now depending on this value of omega t, we can draw the curve. This is now like this. This is now 0. Here we take E and I both. This is now your omega t. This is now omega t. Or if we take the time t, then this is like this one. This is for one complete cycle. For one complete cycle. Or I draw it to somewhat more bigger one. Like this. Now here we will have this. This value corresponds to the peak value. This is now your E naught. And here I take the current like this, and this value corresponds to I naught, and here this is now 0 and this term is here, this is now your pi by 2, so this is now your t by 4, this term is t by 2, here this is now 3t by 4, and this is now your t. This shows the variation for one complete cycle. So this shows you that the magnitude of the induced EMF and the current changes with the time. Changes with the time. You see initially they increase and then they decrease and becomes 0 and then increase in the reverse direction and then becomes maximum and then 0. So the magnitude of this E and I changes with time, but the direction changes periodically. After every t by 2 second, this direction of the current and that induced EMF will change. So we can see that thus induced EMF and EMF and current change with time, but their direction change periodically. Such kind of induced EMF and current are called the alternating EMF. Such EMF and current are called alternating voltage and alternating currents. So you see, here this the value of this E naught and I naught remains the same. This is never zero. Peak value of induced EMF and current is never zero. The instantaneous EMF and current may be zero. Moreover, this we see that here we are having this negative values. So this corresponds to this E naught minus I naught is now your minus E naught. So in this way, the direction of the current changes. So this is what the principle of the generator. The electricity that is produced nowadays, this is depends upon this principle. So whenever we rotate the coil in the magnetic field, then there is always a alternating current and the alternating voltage. So this is the principle of the generator, and you can see from here that this E and I are always maximum when in such case they are in the same phase. When I will teach you about the alternating current, then I will tell you that there may be different one also. So when a coil is rotated in the magnetic field, then there is always the alternating voltage and alternating current. The peak value of the alternating voltage and current are never zero, but instantaneous current may be equal to zero. The peak value always depends upon the B, A and omega, and this instantaneous value depends upon the time also. Instantaneous EMF and current depends upon time. So they are the periodic function of the time, because sine is coming to be here. So whenever the terms we have this sine or cos, then they are the periodic function. The peak value of EMF and current. This I have written to this one. This I have written. This is not so much. Peak value of the induced EMF current is never zero. So this is about the principle of the generator or the dynamo. So in all kind of this generator and dynamo, there is the alternating current and alternating voltage. So thank you very much.